So we're already 2 episodes in of Gale Online, and already I know I have learned so much more about the world of Gale than I ever had with Kirito. And I know what y'all probably thinking, yo, Mad, stop hating on Kirito so much. And I probably would do that a lot because I can't promise I can't stop. Because here's the thing: every time I hate on Kirito, have a drink or just say something in the comment section. I don't know, but I'm gonna be hating on Kirito a lot, probably a lot in this series, because what I just learned in one episode wrapped up way better than what the original Gale arc was. That was Sword Art Online Season 2. And we start off with our character named Karen. Apparently, Karen is from some small country village. She moves into Tokyo in order to join a university. However, because of her self-consciousness, she hates her body in a way. It is something very average, very common that a lot of females go through in the real world. There's always some one perk that every human has to go through that they don't like about themselves. It could be their face, their body, the way they think, the way they talk, or their ears, their nose, their eyes, anything. There's always that one thing that each and every human being hates about themselves. And for Karen's situation, it's her height. She has been known to be the tallest person around wherever she goes. And she is a university student. However, because of this, it caused her not to have friends and join club activities. But between you and me, I don't think the reason why she's friendless and stuff like that is because people think she's weird. It's because she has no confidence in herself whatsoever. As you clearly see, I don't think people see her as this weird, strange person, just a tall person. But I believe it's her own anxiety that's causing her to have negative output on her own life. And it's the reason why she's friendless or she don't have much of a social life. It's not because people are mean around her, it's just because she thinks people will be mean around her. As you can clearly see as she's walking down the street, she hides from a group of high schoolers. A college student hiding from a group of high schoolers. How does it even make sense? If last time I checked, high schoolers are probably looking up at college students because those are the ultimate party animals. I don't understand, but I guess that's just Karen and her anxiety of her body. And so she doesn't do much besides going to school and then going home. So she's been trying to look for a hobby. So this pretty much is the origin of pretty much Lan from Gale, the legendary Pink Devil. So pretty much she was trying to find an interest in video games, starting with VR. So it does pretty much speeds up what happened in Sword Art Online and other things, how over like 4,000 people died and because 10,000 of them were trapped inside the game. So despite all that, they create a new way where people can't be trapped anymore like that, so it will be safer for people to play. In a way, I look at the new gear, it seems like they're coming soon towards what what's the anime called? Axel World is. Now as we all know, Axel World is like deep in the future of what Sword Art Online is. So it seems like they're slowly making the progress towards what Axel World will be soon. So anyways, besides that, she actually doesn't even start off with Gale. In fact, she joins Gale by accident. But before that, she tried 36 games. And the first game she tried was, of course, the infamous Fairy World one. The one where Kirito is in the second part of Sword Art Online Season 1 and the rest of Sword Art Online Season 2. It's the one that caused Sword Art Online to have such an infamous name for all the stupidity and all the memes that happened around the show. So when she joined the thing, we all thought we were going to see her, play the game, but no. She immediately ejects from the game right when she just enters. It's because her same old anxiety comes back on her. No matter what game she was in, she was always tall. Because of that, she didn't like it. I'm like, is being tall really that bad? But then again, this is her. This is her problem that she's trying to deal with. Well, not really dealing with, more like running away from it than anything else. She's not very accepting of who she is, which is kind of, it will make some great character building in a way. So finally, on her 37th try, she made it. She's finally a little cute chibi girl, and she's just happy and joyous, as happy as she can be. And as you can see, she goes throughout the game. She actually does the tutorial. Let me tell you something about this. Not many people today play the tutorial. Most of the times, tutorial is optional and people just skim over it unless they force you to play tutorial through story mode within the video game. Other than that, most people just skip the tutorial and they just go straight to the game. So she, however, stayed through the tutorial and just played it out, learned everything she can, and took what pretty much the game tutorial NPC said, and it was like, okay, I'm gonna apply this and I'll make it happen. She's gonna actually give Gale a chance. She first thought Gale was too intense, but later on, she ended up liking it because it's the only game she can be in where she can be a chibi character. So finally, she sets out. And a lot of people who probably is watching this episode besides I am, and who have played Call of Duty and many other first-person multiplayer shooters, are probably raging at Karen right now. And here's why. As you see, she gained a famous name for herself called Pink Devil. She's inside this pink-like desert, and she's killing so many people. Anyone that crosses that desert will die by the Pink Devil. But however, how she does it is so fucking trigger-worthy, man. I know when Call of Duty and stuff was back in the day, where Call of Duty was the big top gun shooter multiplayer around the world, people could not stand these things called campers. Campers are pretty much people who stay in the same place, use the same strategy, and they keep using it to kill other players. Between you and me, I was kind of a camper too when I first started out, and I still did it every now and then, depending on the map I was at and the guns I decided to use. So, sometimes you need to use camping to win, but it will trigger people, because I know there are times where I couldn't get to a certain place and lose a lot of my rep because the camper would keep shooting me down, and I couldn't stand it. So yes, I can feel the rage of someone constantly camping in the same place. And she does it once again by accident. She didn't even mean to be a camper. She did set up a bomb trap. She would listen to music, wait in, and just try to set up a trap. But however, she starts doing it repetitively because she found out that her camouflage that she chose, which was pink, caused her to be completely invisible inside the desert. Therefore, other characters couldn't see where she was. And because of that, it caused her a big fame of the Pink Devil. People were spreading rumors, talking about how awesome she is, and how no one can ever see her. She can be 6 to 3 feet away from you, and you wouldn't know it because she's invisible in that area. So it's going to be hard to take her down, or let alone spot her. And because of that, she also was able to gain a famous name for herself. Another thing I want to talk about. Apparently, there is actually a story mode in the game, apparently, and there's even monsters. In the first Gale with Kirito and them, we didn't know none of that. He just went inside the server, went to the party areas, and he selected to be in a tournament, chose his weapon, name, and all that stuff, and went to the tournament. We didn't get none of this. I did not know that there were monsters in this game. There are all kinds of monsters, insects, and giant animals and bugs, all the things. You name it, they got it. And I did not know that until I saw this episode. Like, really? You're just now telling us this after a whole season went by? Come on, man. So anyways, she gained a lot of experience by killing these monsters, and then got even stronger. Because of that, she was also very small, so that's the reason why she was able to be so fast, because she's so small. She doesn't have power or anything like that, so because of that, she's able to be extremely fast. So it finally makes sense, because people are wondering, how come she can be faster than everybody else? It's because of her size, apparently, and I guess some games do give you that perk. If you don't have a lot of muscle, strength, or agility, well, she had agility, or any other kind of high specs, you will gain higher specs in other areas of your character growth. So that made a lot of sense. A lot of video games or stuff like that where you give and take a certain specs to get better. So yeah, I felt that very reasonable. And then we meet our secondary character named Pito. Her name is really hard to pronounce for me. I'm sorry. I can't say her full name. So she even tells the main character herself to call her Pito. Pito is a gun-crazed girl who apparently says there are not many girl gamers on Gale. So therefore she wears these tattoos to bag off the guys. she seems like a very cool character. She has a little sadistic look to her, like this girl will kill you in her sleep or something. I know she's on the crazy side, but we got to see a little bit about her. We know that she's a gun nut. She named any gun in the book. We also know that she was the only one who's able to spot Lynn in the first place. Despite her being in camouflage mode, she was able to spot her. That was very impressive. So we can tell she is not no average noob. She's on the high-ranking area. We also found out that she doesn't much have of a life. She's very mysterious, she's to herself, and it also seems that, as she says, she's not really having any hobbies besides video games, meaning she is a hardcore gamer. All she does is sit in her room all day and play video games. The question is what is her age? Is she really a girl in the first place? We don't know. But we do know that she is pretty interesting. It's going to be Pichon's partner. They made a pact to each other that one day when Lynn becomes strong enough, she will be able to face Peito one day in a tournament. So yes, that was the beginning of freaking Gun Gale. The true beginning. And I have to say, it was pretty interesting. It was good. We got to learn a lot about the world of Gun Gale, you know. And by learning, doing the tutorial actually helps you get stronger, apparently. So yeah, that's a lesson to all you gamers out there. If you're going to do a new game, make sure you play the tutorial so you won't suck. So anyways, there was one time I didn't play a tutorial in a game, and I didn't know what to do or how to play it well, and because of that, I had to restart the game over again, and I'm like, oh god, I'm so stupid. Yes. So yeah, that was Gun Gale. And by the way, everybody, I'm going to change the names of it. I'm not going to name the thing no longer Store Line Alternative Gun Gale Online. It's too much, okay? It's too much for the title. I'm looking like, that is a mouthful. So what I'm going to do is shorten it. I'm just going to call it Gun Gale from now on. So the video before it, I'm going to try to change it and then call it Gun Gale Online Episode 2. And this one will, Episode 1. And this one will be Gun Gale Online Episode 2. So yeah, that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. I am wanting to see if we learn more about this world of Gun Gale, and also seeing more between the friendship of Karen and Peito. See where their friendship takes them and their adventures as well. What other foes might be lying on the horizon of their adventure. All we do is wait and see. I'm excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. And of course, please hit the bell button to get more of my videos. This is Madime, sign out.